Hi, this is Gina with Perfectly Imperfect Crafts by Gina. This is part 2, or the second video I am going to have of 4 videos that are about channels that have inspired me. So this one in particular is going to be Happy Mail. Before I get started with sharing my Happy Mail, I want to talk about this cover. About 2 weeks ago, I had all kinds of different watercolor paper, and it was really bulky and I was trying to combine it. I had some great suggestions about a cover, but I found this. This is an album cover. I had a stack of old albums from my in-laws and I love this. Isn't that so graphic? So what I did was I scored it, and then I made a bunch of holes in here so when you turn a page it's flat. I just think this is a great idea. So if you have old album covers, now you can use them for journals. Now I have a place to add my Happy Mails, my glue pages, what else? Drawings, and also a hashtag. So what I'm going to focus on right now are just 4 Happy Mails. So I'm going to break in between just that way I can highlight that particular channel. I would greatly appreciate it if you stay all the way to the end so you can know a little bit more about these channels. So thank you so much, and here we go. If you watched my other video, I'll link it below. I kind of gave a description of what I'm doing with Happy Mail. So I do note it's Happy Mail, and I do write on here what the channel name is. And this came from my dear friend Canny with Canny Crafters. I have been a fan of Canny's for years, and I felt so bad one day when I was going to move away from YouTube. I sent her 2 big boxes to the UK. She was probably going, oh my gosh, some of it was junk. I'm so sorry. I will never do that again. But she frequently uses some of the stuff I sent. So thank you so much, Kenny. So she sent me this beautiful handmade card. Look at the details on it. She did some layering look on there, and she put a little bunny. And I think I watched this video that she was making this card. So thank you so much, Canny, for sending it to me. I greatly appreciate it. I like to include the postmark here because it's coming from the UK and I just like that. And then I included some of the bunnies that she had on the envelopes, and I just cut them out and I put them in there. And then this is just a personal note to me. But I invite you to see Canny Crafter and how she inspires me. She saves everything. When she cuts, she saves things. And I just think, wow. And she recreates with them. She even uses negatives from die cuts. She's amazing, and she does a lot of instructions. So I invite you to go to her channel, and it's at Canny Crafters 1405. Okay, now on to the next one. So this came from Gina Loves to Craft. I found her because her name is Gina, and I'm Gina. And since then, I've just grown to love her. She shares so many wonderful hauls, and she's always so positive despite her health issues. I just love to watch her, and she makes me laugh frequently because she has some humor in her videos. So if you don't know Gina Loves to Craft, I invite you to go watch her channels because she has so many different links with so many different vendors. So Gina sent me these really cute stickers. Let me see if I can pull it up. And then I like that there's 2 of each because why? Friends do things together, so nothing should be solo. So here's cupcakes, and I don't know if he's holding root beer, but I would like to think it's beer because how fun to end the day with a friend with a glass of beer. Not that I'm a alcoholic, but you know what? Sometimes you just need a beer at the end of the day. And then these I think represent Happy Mail. She also sent me a beautiful card, and it says, bless you for your kindness. Gina, wishing you and your family a blessed Easter weekend. Love you, sis. Your friendship means the world to me. Love always, Gina Loves to Craft. I feel the same way about you, Gina. You have the biggest heart. You're so kind. And thank you so much for sending this. She also included some bling. I put some of the bling up here. Let me see if I could do a close-up on this. See how cute that is? I added it to this page. I added one of my little drawings here, but I love these mini buttons. I know I'm going to be using them, so thank you so much, Gina. I'm going to put this back in here. Now let's go on to Happy Mail number 3. This Happy Mail was such a lovely, pleasant surprise. This came from Lorinda, and her channel is at What I Do Studios. She is new to me, and I found her from Diana Loves Colors. I think they go to church together. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I love her channel. She is such an artist. She also shares her personal journey, and that means a lot to me because, you know, it was hard for me to tell people I had cancer. I didn't want sympathy. It was just what I was going through with my fatigue. And Lorinda does the same thing. She shares what she goes through, and crafts and being an artist actually helps her. So I invite you to go to her channel. So let me share with you what she sent me. She sent me a mini journal, and here's a personal note, and look at how cute this is. So I am definitely going to be adding a lot to this. I am liking glue books, I think that's what you call it. So I'm going to be adding a lot of magazines and different stickers. So I'm really looking forward to filling this up. This came from her envelope. I did add some flowers here. I added some flowers here. And she sent me some ATC cards. Look at how beautiful. It says, believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside that is greater than any obstacle. I love that. And you can see her artwork on this. My body is strong, healthy, and vibrant. Look at that artwork. I just love it. And here's a beautiful butterfly with a sunflower. In the back it says love. I went ahead and used this piece that she sent me as a little tuck, and she has here John 14:19. We love because he first loved us. Isn't that beautiful? This isn't all. She sent me this. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? I saw her making them, and I thought, wow, the recipient of this is going to be so lucky, and I happen to be one of those recipients. So Lorinda, thank you. She also sent me a tin can with some pens on it, but tomorrow is hashtag tin can designs. So I'm going to include my tin can and hers as well. So if you can join in tomorrow, that'd be great. But if you can just stop by and watch, that would be greatly appreciated. Now I want to go ahead and share my final Happy Mail. This Happy Mail was another pleasant surprise. I think a lot of you know at Creating Jovi, she's so creative. She shares all of her different techniques, and I've been a fan of hers for a long time. So with the stuff that she sent me, I did make a collage with it, but let me share why I might be a little bit early on this. So Jovi and I are part of a swap called Magical Art Swap, and it's hashtag Art in Swap 2025. This is hosted by Martha Makes Art and Jennifer with Scrapbooks and Memories. This is my first swap, so this won't happen until Father's Day, but Jovi picked my name and she sent me her art swap, but I'm not going to share that. What Jovi did was she shares so many other beautiful pieces with me, and I greatly appreciated Jovi. This is actually the card, and she wrote, "Dear Gina, I hope you like my art piece. I really enjoyed making it." And yes, I do, Jovi. So on Father's Day, everyone's going to be able to see that beautiful piece of art she sent me. So this is what Jovi sent me, and I decided to make a collage out of it. So I like to tear them. I like to include every part of the paper so you can see pieces here. And then she made these. I love these. What a great idea. So that's what we talk about, inspiring each other. Look at how nice that is. And that's why I like to share Happy Mails. That's why I like to inspire you to go to these channels. There is just so much to learn in this creative YouTube community. So here are two more of these amazing works of art. Isn't that just lovely? She stamps and then she puts these beautiful stickers on them. So I'm going to save these for another day. These beautiful papers she sent as well. This right here is just like a tag, so I'll go ahead and keep it in there. And then this is a little mini journal. And what I like about these is I'm going to be adding so much to this journal, so I'm definitely going to be using this as I add to it. For this piece right here, this was on the package she sent me, so I went ahead and cut it out and put it on here, and I made a little tuck to keep some of this beautiful art she sent me. Isn't this just lovely? So I invite you, if you're not already a fan of Jovi, please visit her site today. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and I would absolutely love it if you can add comments. And if you don't know these channels, I invite you to go to them and watch them, and I know you'll be happy. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.